Hello, friends and families. I welcome you all to my segment this morning. Hope you all slept well and woke up healthy and healthy. If that's the case, we have to glorify God. All right. I am Mr. B.O., a full-fledged Igbo son and teacher of Igbo language, culture and traditions. Culture and traditions are an embodiment of the way of life of a people or a tribe. Now, in this gathering of today, we're going to talk about phone communication in a relationship. When we talk about relationships, mainly they have to deal with a man and a woman. I know there are other forms of relationships, but the one I'm talking about is the one that concerns a woman and a man, the one between men and women. All right, so this issue of someone thinking that he or she is entitled to be called. If your partner does not call you, you get angry. If your partner has been calling you, always keeping in touch, maybe for a moment, he or she fails to call you, the next thing that enters your mind is that, why hasn't he called me? Why hasn't she reached out to me? I've been expecting him to call since morning and I haven't got any call from him. I've been thinking she's going to call, but she never did. That communication entitlement is very, very wrong. As a full-fledged adult who is in a relationship with another person who is also a full-fledged adult, because what I see in a relationship is that when two people are in a relationship, I view them as full-fledged adults, irrespective of how old or the age disparity between the two of them. That's just the way I see it. Because if you're not mature, you shouldn't be in a business. You don't have a business to be in a relationship. It's meant for those who are mature. So if you look at yourself and your mind tells you you're not yet mature to dabble into a relationship, stay away from it. You don't have any business with it. So best if you think psychologically, physically and spiritually, that's mentally, you are ripe for a relationship and you're into it, you should try as much as you possibly can or as much as possible to follow the path of phone communication. What I'm trying to say is that you don't arrogate authority to yourself or kind of give yourself self-entitlement where you always want to get calls from your partner. You don't call him or her. You always think he or she should be the one to call you. Someone who has been calling you constantly, he calls you or he or she calls you in the morning, afternoon, night, trying to get to know about your day, your well-being. The person has been doing that suddenly for a day or two or three or even more than that. The person has not called. It behoves you to lift your phone, dial the person's number, and call to find out why he or she has not called for days. It's not something you just want to wait. You want to keep waiting. Oh, he's going to call. I know she will definitely call. Who tells you that you should be entitled to receive calls from people, but you don't think you should call? You know, this happens when you look at this particular issue. It happens among our ladies and our men who are in a relationship, or rather who are in relationships. You see, the man might not be interested in calling the lady. All he believes is that this lady should be the one to call me. Probably you think the relationship, she values it more than you do. You know, once you have seen her and your mind tells you that she's desperate about the relationship, because some people make themselves desperate in something. So when a girl is desperate in a relationship because she wants something tangible to occur between her and the man she's in love with, sometimes some men who don't reason the right way begin to see it as, oh, she is desperate about this relationship Because she's desperate about the relationship, I think I have to do whatever I like, especially when it has got to do with calls. I have to always wait for her to call me. If she doesn't call me, then that's it. Because you think she places more importance or attaches more importance to relationship than you do. Because you believe that he holds the relationship more in esteem than you, then you think you can just play around. And when he keeps calling at a time, he stops and wants to see your reaction. The next thing you do is that he no longer loves me. He's in a relationship with someone else. That's why he no longer cares. She has found another man. That's why she doesn't call me again. Because you've entitled the calls to yourself. You have given yourself self-entitlement that once, because you think that she loves you or she holds you in esteem, then she can't sleep a day without getting in touch with you. Then you feel the best thing is to keep waiting, even when you are not inundated with work. The workload on your table may not be as much as they usually are. The workload on your table may be less, but yet you wouldn't call. You always expect her to call you. You may be just chatting away with your friends and say, look, girl, you know how ladies stay, they talk, and you don't call that man. Yet you claim you love him and that you hold the relationship in esteem. You value the relationship. When you don't call to me, and as a matter of fact, the relationship should not be held in such a way that one will say my life is tied up on it. If your partner does not call you, it means they don't value you. If they've got phones to call, they should use them to call. If your partner has got a phone, he or she should use the phone to reach you. It doesn't have to be you calling all the time, and when you don't call, he or she takes an offense. No. It's dicey. You call me, I call you. That's the way it should be. You don't have to give yourself self-entitlement. The cause should be coming from him. The cause should be coming from her. And if he or she first to call, that's it. Let nobody say, in a relationship, I am superior to the other. Nobody is superior to the other. As long as both of you have accepted, you the man or you the woman has accepted the man or the woman, both of you are equal. You don't find or think this person is superior, even though you as the man, you have been given you've been given the authority, you're in charge, but she has got a say. So when you are in a relationship, always look at it in such a way that it doesn't have to be one-sided. It's a matter of give and take, because what is good for the goose is also good for the gander. That's just the way it is. By the time we meet next time, we're going to continue. Have a lovely day. Bye, friends. Love you all.